What's up, everyone? This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Happy Tuesday. So, now let's get started. We have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about on today's show. Now, let's start off with Steve Harvey. His talk show just got canceled, and Kelly Clarkson's talk show is going to be replaced in the fall in the NBC network. According to Variety, NBC Universal was big mad over losing its stake in Harvey's show. In September, the media conglomerate signed a deal with Kelly Clarkson to launch a talk show with her in the same slot currently occupied by Harvey's show. The Kelly Clarkson show will debut in the fall. As Variety notes, the new deal raised concerns about a possible conflict of interest as IMG is a corporate sibling of WME, which represents Harvey. When the 5-year deal with Endemol ended in 2016, Harvey accepted a deal from IMG that gave him a much larger ownership stake in the show, a higher salary, and more creative control, and relocated production to Los Angeles. The new iteration of the show focused more on celebrity guests and comedic segments and was renamed Steve. So, you guys, I honestly feel like, unfortunately, things are coming to an end for Steve Harvey. And, it sounds to me like people are now more into the newer talk shows and they're more into the newer faces as far as what I'm noticing here. Because, Steve Harvey, he's been in the business for over 4 decades, you guys. With Family Feud, and then of course with other stuff, including this show. But this show, of course, hasn't been on for over 4 decades, but still, it's been on for a while still. And I honestly feel like it's just that time when people lose interest and is seeing the same face, and they just decide to look at newer faces and newer shows, and then that's when the ratings decline, and then that's when the NBC network or any other network just gives up, and then they just decide to drop the show from the network. So I feel like that's how it works, you guys, and I hope that this new show by Kelly Clarkson does good. It seems to me and it sounds to me like it is going to be a hit, because Kelly Clarkson, she's a great singer, but also she seems like a very good host. I've seen her host the Billboard Music Awards a few times. So I, to be honest, think that Kelly Clarkson will be doing a very good job in this hosting gig. Now, I'm not sure if this talk show is going to be the kind of talk show where we get to listen to entertainment news and we get to gossip about other things like this show, and then the Real, and then the Talk, and then the Ellen DeGeneres show. I'm not sure if it's going to be that kind of talk show, because as far as what I knew, Steve Harvey's talk show was like an informative talk show where he was talking more about other things that were like less celebrity related. So we'll see what this new show is going to bring. So good luck to Kelly Clarkson on the pickup of her new show, The Kelly Clarkson Show, debuting in the fall on NBC. Well, congratulations, Kelly. I think you are going to kill it on the TV business. That's for sure. Well, now from TV business and talk show entertainment to ABC. ABC just announced the lineup to their upfront of their new shows that are coming up in the fall of this year. Well, Blackish, now the prequel called Mixed-ish, has been picked up for a fall season debut on ABC. And then The Conners, which happens to be the show which was previously called Roseanne, but Roseanne, as we all know, got fired because of a racist statement that she made on Twitter. And now they even had to rename the show to The Conners. Well, that show got picked up also to be on still in the fall of this year. And it's going to be on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on ABC. And also, Fresh Off the Boat got picked up for an 8:30 p.m. time slot on Fridays in the fall. But there was backlash going towards one of the actresses starring in the show, which happened to be Constance Wu. Constance Wu wasn't really happy that the show got picked up because, according to her, she wanted to do something more challenging and she wanted to do another project that would uplift her career. Well, as Constance Wu made the statement on Twitter and all over social media, many people went after her, calling her ungrateful. Well, one of her co-stars even liked the tweet about Constance Wu being criticized as being ungrateful for not being so happy that the show got picked up. And then another thing that happened, you guys, was that Constance Wu later stated that she wasn't really unhappy about the show being picked up. It was just that she was unhappy that she couldn't have the choice of not being able to do other things, like doing a more challenging project that was going to uplift her career. She stated that after she went on, when she went through all of this controversy and all of this, all of these backlashes that she was going through. Well, I personally think, you guys, that Constance Wu, I get it. She wants to try something new with her life. She wants to do something challenging, especially if this show has been on for a while. But to be honest, I feel like Constance Wu, she needs to remember where she came from, and she needs to know that even though this show might not be as big as she is expected, it's still a good show, and she should be grateful that she has a job and that she's still starring in a show and that she is still being able to get paid, most importantly. And another thing is that she should be grateful that her show got picked up for another season. Because unfortunately, there are many TV shows that have been wanting to get picked up with a network. And unfortunately, they haven't gotten picked up at all. And it shows that not only have had low chances of getting picked up in shows before, but also shows that really want to prove other talent and prove that new faces could also make it into the TV industry, you know? So it's situations like those where new TV shows get to struggle and they don't get picked up. And then now, here's another thing. It's even their pilots that don't get picked up at times. So basically, it's pretty unfair for these new shows to not get picked up, and then for Constance Wu to act this way, that she's not happy that her show got picked up for another season, when in reality, like I said, I get it that she wants to try something new, but at the same time, it's better to just not say anything and just be happy about the fact that the show got picked up and that the show is that the show's successful. Okay, that's all I gotta say. So, you guys don't miss out on this show, The Fresh Off the Boat, which is coming on at 8:30 p.m. on Fridays in the fall on ABC. Please do not. That's all I gotta say. But Constance Wu, be happy for your role. Be happy for the show that you're in. And also, don't disappoint your fans. That's all I gotta say. That is all I got to say. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's how things go at times with people and with networks and with stuff that unfortunately we cannot expect. Well, Whoopi Goldberg, as we all know, is the co-host of the hit talk show The View. Well, now she's been interested into some fashion situations. She's been a front row regular at New York Fashion Week, but most would describe Whoopi Goldberg's personal style as quirky. Oh, and always comfortable. In quote, I never want to explain why I have something on, Goldberg tells Business of Fashion. Who's to tell you it's wrong? Nobody. If I'm happy, leave me alone about what I've got on, she said. Maybe I was ahead of my time. Maybe now is the time. End quote. Now the actress clearly feels right for the EGOT to take on a new role, throwing her considerable cachet behind a new fashion line called WG. Well, as BOF reports, WG will be a size-inclusive contemporary line of comfortable graphic separates, tunics, and dresses up to size 3X, and priced from approximately $90 to $400. The line will launch May 15 on Amazon, Ashley Stewart, Letot, and Neiman Marcus. While Goldberg, despite her rising profile as a fashion icon, may still seem an unlikely fashion icon to some, as a 40-something with a fairly glamorous job title who nevertheless spends most days in leisure wear, I'd be lying if I said I didn't see the appeal. Now, Goldberg stated that for her, the idea has always been to be comfortable. And she's not the only one. The enduring prominence of streetwear sneaker culture. Goldberg is an avowed sneakerhead, and athleisure has also cultivated a culture of comfort. No longer is it requisite to suffer for fashion, a fact Goldberg and partner Gary Wassner are no doubt banking on. As reported by BOF, Wassner is the founder of Hilden, a factoring firm that provides young designers with loans and other forms of credit, and Interluke's an investment firm. He and Goldberg have previously partnered on a line of ridiculously campy Christmas sweaters initially launched in 2016. Goldberg really is a fashion icon, Wassner told BOF. She knows exactly who she is. There is no pretending. There is nothing phony about how she dresses, he said. In addition to Wassner, WG is being produced in partnership with manufacturing and investment company, the Powell Companies Real LLC, formerly the Bahari Group, best known for producing the now defunct House of Durand line. Powell brand president Joseph Boitano said of Goldberg, she likes to really be involved. He said nothing that WG is designed to cater to a woman of a variety of shapes and sizes and incomes, who may feel undeserved by the high fashion market. They look at the style of Whoopi and they say ease of dressing, Boitano later added. It's very indicative of who Whoopi is. She is high-low. End quote. Well, you guys, this seems pretty interesting. I really wouldn't imagine Whoopi Goldberg being a fashion icon or having anything to do with in the fashion industry, period. I've always seen her as this actress, as this talk show host. She is killing it right now as a talk show host, I got to admit, and she is killing it right now, of course, as an actress. But as a fashion icon, I would have never thought that she would really have an idea of what she plans for the fashion industry or what she plans on clothing lines. Really. And many people, yes, I know they consider her clothing too comfortable and all that. But at the same time, I feel like maybe Whoopi will come up with something unique. You know, for middle-aged women and for possibly even young ladies too. But at the same time, I feel like Whoopi, she is is trying to go out there and see if maybe she'll make it into the fashion industry, because unfortunately most people, they don't make it into the fashion industry. Most people, they fail into making it into the fashion industry. Some people do, some people don't. And by that I mean most people wouldn't successfully sell out clothes out of their clothing line, or most people won't successfully have the attention or the popularity that a clothing line deserves to have. That kind of situation. And that's what I'm thinking about Whoopi Goldberg in this situation. But I possibly, hopefully think that Whoopi Goldberg will be able to sell out clothes, and hopefully will be able to gain the popularity that she deserves for this clothing line. Now, she is highly known for being very open, for being very very open, and because of that, I feel like maybe she'll later on express what she express and admit a bunch of stuff on behind the clothes that she's gonna release and all that. So I honestly think and hope the best for Whoopi Goldberg in this new clothing line. I really do. I really wish her nothing but the best. That is all I gotta say. And yeah, I mean, congrats to Whoopi Goldberg for now trying to associate herself with this fashion company. And yeah, that's that. Well, anyway, that's it for today's show, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Till next time.